How would you like to learn in a down-to-earth, no hype, online live course that respects your intelligence to what a fantastic degree the written text of the Torah of Moses is a vehicle of ancient historical truth? How it passes down a treasure chest of not just sacred wisdom, but reliable historical information, besides what the eye doesn't see, incredible symmetries, hidden messages in the text that can give us goosebumps. From an academic on one hand, and former rabbi on the other, now working on his doctoral thesis, able to give you a big picture of things. For nearly a century, we've been flooded with books, articles, videos, with academic talking heads telling us how unreliable the Bible is in conveying true history. They present apparent real contradictions in the text, it would seem, points that would seem to be bringing in ideas from later times or regurgitating ancient stories from before. On the religious side, it's a battle between those sometimes saying, oh, don't listen to those non-believers and their lies, to those flooding their followers with fake news videos, spreading oftentimes irrelevant, even false information to prove the Exodus true. Chariot wheels of the Pharaoh found at the bottom of the Red Sea. 12 pillars of Moses at the foot of Mount Sinai, which they understand to be 𝙤𝙤𝙤, which they actually call 𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙤. And those pillars are actually Nabatean, which means they're dated to nearly 1,000 years after any opinion as to when the Exodus took place. So much fake news. Good people, but just so much ignorance. And by the way, these are points that I too have fallen for briefly over the years. That's just how we get smarter. Charismatic scholars throw so many candidates for Mount Sinai our way. Yeomanly tries, attractive arguments, but who can properly string the bow? Which is the most likely? How exactly did Israelites cross the Sea of Reeds? And yeah, it was, Yam Suf there actually means Sea of Reeds, not the Red Sea. But how did we do that walking into an easterly wind? Okay, gale force winds blowing in our faces? To my understanding, these are ignorance of Egyptian texts and misunderstandings of the Hebrew. This and all, so much more is going to be cleared up in just beginning 3 days from now. Sign up now for a free webinar, our first class on Sunday, March 19. We are close to the last minute. Exodus comes to life, establishing the strongest case for the historical truth of Moses and the Exodus narrative. Just in time for Passover, the holiday of Pesach. All should feel welcome. My Jewish and Israelite brothers and sisters, traditional, less traditional, non-traditional, together with respectful, open-minded non-Jews. There's no intention to convert anyone, not to make anyone religious, simply to help us all appreciate these core traditions, to help us gain a sense of awe and curiosity for the way things actually seem to have taken place. And something new, you can actually become part of our Big Picture Torah community, gaining access to weekly discussion groups where you can ask your questions that I can't always take in class. We will learn how important variant Torah scroll traditions are to the larger case in ways that do not insult tradition. Insights from modern high-tech tools that we have today to explore the ancient past. Our ancient prophets and sages would have been all over such text. Learn why. How I can say such a thing. And learn how modern textual studies don't necessarily put down Hashem, our God, at all, but in fact, just make our tradition all that more glorious. It is all one beautiful, multi-sided truth. Come learn how the book of Exodus makes incredible sense once we have a full set of Torah tradition from places you would not have even considered. ancient Judean sources like Artapanus, Northern Israelite tradition, Samaritan from ancient Shechem, which was clearly such a bastion of Torah learning as we see in Tanakh, and of course, key traditions preserved by the ancient rabbis. Altogether, it gives us a formidable set of tradition from which the core narrative stands tall, including oral tradition, particularly in light of recent archaeological discoveries, research I personally am so privileged to be involved in, not merely for the benefit of any particular sect or narrow stream of Am Yisrael, the people of Israel, but for everyone. All who are enchanted, if not a bit bewildered, made curious by the book of Exodus. All will be explained beginning in a free live webinar just 3 days from now. Entering Egypt, evidence for the sojourn and the family of Joseph, the most historically attested to family of biblical persons. Join us this coming Wednesday, March 19, only 3 days from now. Find all the information at the links below, including the syllabus. Sign up, don't miss this awesome course. Would love to have you with us.